This is the aftermath of an explosion a few hundred meters from the Indonesia hospital in northern Gaza on Friday. This was the Shifa hospital last night. Palestinian sources said a shell landed in the forecourt. At least one person was killed, several were seriously injured. Thousands are said to be camping in its grounds. There was no comment from Israel, but it claims Hamas leaders are hiding beneath the building. Hamas denies it, and on Thursday the NGO Human Rights Watch said it has found no evidence to confirm the claim. On Friday, there were reports that hundreds of civilians had started to leave. At the Al-Quds hospital, Palestinian doctors warn that the fuel is running out. The Palestinian Red Crescent released this video, it says, shows doctors treating patients by torchlight. There are reports of Israeli forces encircling the hospital and the sound of gunfire. The UN's human rights chief was back in Amman on Friday after a brief visit to Rafah. He called for an investigation into Israel's use of high-explosive munitions in built-up areas.
Any use by Palestinian armed groups of civilians and civilian objects to shield themselves from attack is in contravention of the laws of war. But such contact by Palestinian armed groups does not absolve Israel of its obligation to ensure that civilians are spared.
Thousands more Palestinian civilians were spotted walking south from Gaza City towards Khan Yunis, away from the fighting. Israel says 80,000 made the same journey on Thursday. But in Khan Yunis, there is already serious overcrowding. Shortage of water is now a real concern.
As you can see, there are long lines of people waiting for hours to get some water. The situation is very difficult and it's become unbearable.
We stand for several hours to get some water, and it's barely enough for drinking. There is no water. What can we do?
With no sign of the fighting further north stopping, the pressure on these overstretched resources will only grow. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World.